5 of the Boeremag accused are not at the North Gauteng High Court today, and the all-share index on the JSE has risen to a record peak today. Ambusisiwa Khadebe with the latest news update. 5 of the Boeremag accused are not at the North Gauteng High Court today, as they say they are sick. State Advocate Paul Fick told Judge Eben Jordan that accused number 7, Giel Burger, is also not present, as he was excused because he is moving house this week. Burger was among 9 of the 20 accused found guilty of high treason last week. He's out on bail. Judge Jordan is busy summarizing the evidence against accused number 11, Tom Forster, who was allegedly the military commander and de facto leader of the Boeremag. Leila Magnus reports.
Jordan told the court how state witnesses testified that Forster told members of the Boeremag that D-Day would be 13 September 2002. He boasted about being the most wanted man in the country. Forster allegedly also told Boeremag members that the first phase of the plan will bring South Africa's economy to its knees. Judgment continues. Leila Magnus, SABC News, Pretoria.
The 5th witness in the murder trial in connection with the death of community protester Andries Tatane returns to the witness stand today in the Vicksburg Regional Court in the Eastern Free State. The court has not resumed proceedings yet. Former policeman Kabelo Pule was one of the police officers on duty during last year's mass protests by residents of Miqeleng, Vicksburg. Tatane was beaten and shot dead, allegedly by police. Those who are attending today's case include family members of Tatane. 7 police officers are accused of killing Tatane during the protests. Convicted killer Clive Darby Lewis's family is contemplating lodging a medical parole application to the Correctional Services and Parole Board. He served more than 19 years in prison for murder. Darby Lewis was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment for the assassination of the former SACP General Secretary Chris Hani in 1993. Darby Lewis's lawyer, Marius Gutsia, says the medical parole application will be an addition to a pending High Court review application challenging the parole board's decision not to grant his client normal parole last year. Gutsia says Darby Lewis's wife, Gay, has started consulting with doctors to collect medical evidence. And lastly, the all-share index on the JSE has risen to a record peak today. Dealers attribute this to Asian shares rallying in the wake of stronger than expected U.S. jobs data, as well as emerging optimism about action on the debt crisis from Europe. This has boosted appetite for riskier assets such as equities. At the moment, the index is currently trading above 35,350. Bruno van Eck is a dealer at Tebe Stock Broking.
It's pushing through on the positive side at the moment. I think basically on some buying coming through on the back of resources. There was positive comment coming through from Greece this morning. They're saying that Greece and its creditors have agreed on the need to strengthen policy efforts to support growth. And that's obviously fed into the European market, and obviously that's gone to the UK market as well. We've seen some good buying coming into the equities markets just on an emerging market effect, and that seems to be just on the situation coming through from the US.
Catch our Struggle Wives package on option 7 and the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak